brother.
She's plus size.
Most people just don't want to deal with them because on average they just are not good genuine people to be around. They're good to look at. They're good to work at brothels. They're good to try to take on a bar. They're good when they're handing you food as they're like they're a waitress, whether on a call center, something like that. But anything other than that, we really don't want 85% of y'all around.
Just leave.
It's sad to say, but it's the reality on it.
Yeah, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? We back. We back like cook crack. Let me double check and make sure everything working, make sure y'all can hear me. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Yeah, if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Cash App pinned to the top of the chat, PayPal at the top of the chat. They're also in the description. Or you could do super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor, king or queen of the stream. You know, other than that, join Dating Dysfunctions. That's in the live chat right now, or it's in the description, should be. Or you can just type in Dating Dysfunctions and join the membership. Only $5 a month. It helps support the channel, and you get 8 exclusive episodes a month. Follow me on Rumble if you haven't already. I can get kicked off this platform any day now. Other than that, let's get into the ridiculous nonsense.
You've given a man enough time to commit.
Commit to what?
How do you know when you've given a man enough time to commit?
Commit to what?
Like not marriage, but like a relationship.
What does that mean? Is this man exclusive?
How do you know when you've given a man enough time to commit?
Commit to what?
Like not marriage, but like a relationship.
What does that mean? Is this man exclusive to you, yes or no? That's not your at the end. I'm pretty sure when he called, you pick up, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that you ain't got no other suitors right now because you took yourself off the dating shelf and put your own self on layaway, didn't you?
Yeah.
For a man that's not sure about you. Now, let me ask you this. Oh, hold on, time out. Hold on.
Boyfriend here?
The boyfriend's here. Well, it ain't your boyfriend, but check this out. Do you know if you're the only woman he's having sex with?
No.
Do you know if he's dating other women?
No.
Hold on, bro. Never mind.
If a man does not create an environment that gives you safety, walk away from it. I don't care if he's sitting over there. That ain't my business. I'm talking to you right now. You hear what I'm saying, baby? I don't care about that. God didn't set up humans to come into an environment and be confused. If a man...
This woman is masculine as hell right here. I'm not saying all black women are this masculine as this woman in the green, but oh Lord, I don't want to be in the same room with this woman. I don't want to be in the same room with this woman. The hell with dating. This energy is it just bothers my spirit. And it's ironic because they always talking some Jesus stuff, but I just don't feel Jesus intended for women to act like niggas like this. I just don't think that was his vision. I just don't. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah. So This woman is not gonna stop fucking this guy. Yeah. This woman is not gonna stop fucking this guy. And let's just say she does stop fucking him at some point. She's just gonna start fucking a guy just like him. And I want to make a point real quick.
And if he's sitting over there, that
Dude, the boyfriend's here. Or a man is not sure.
This woman is probably in her 40s, still on this teenager shit. It is over. She should just enjoy fucking this dude. I'm sure he probably go to the movies with her sometimes or something. This is the best women like this can get. Good dick from a handsome nigga you like, and him coming over from time to time. I actually know an older woman who was kind of in this position. And it's a sad position to be in your 40s. But I know a woman in her 40s who basically was in a 10-year situationship. And I don't even want to get into the details, but he did some egregious shit that finally encouraged her to leave him alone for good. He did some absolutely diabolical shit where even the players and the bad boys is looking at him like, damn, nigga, that was foul. But she was basically in a situationship for 10 years. I mean, he would take her on trips from time to time, and he would come over from time to time, and I'm sure call her from time to time. And, it was just basically casual. I mean, it definitely wasn't a serious relationship. And he definitely had other women, but she should have just accepted that for life. That was the best she was ever going to get. Because truthfully, the woman I'm thinking of, and the same thing with this woman, these women aren't relationship material. They're not fit for like a serious dude who would look to take them serious and build a life. They're not fit for that. So this is the best thing for them. And this is truthfully what they prefer. Quiet as kept. She don't want commitment. If this side dude, well, not side dude, if this player type dude committed to her, she ain't gonna do nothing but sabotage the relationship and drive him batshit crazy and drive herself batshit crazy. She's in a perfect position. And look at how happy she is. Even at the thought of all this toxic nonsense. That's a genuine smile. Oh, anyway, let's continue.
About you. Now, let me ask you this. Oh, hold on. Time out.
enough because he's showing you he don't see value in you. And the more you show him that you don't see value in yourself, the more he's gonna keep on playing on you. If he ain't gave you the opportunity or created the environment, let him walk away with somebody else in tonight's conversation tonight. You got it?
Yeah.
Thank you, baby.
Well, let's be real. He was gonna do that anyway. He getting numbers now while she up here talking about him. That's the diabolical part of it all. Oh boy.
There you go, right there. Put a light on him real quick.
Just over there playing with you. Flashing
Listen,
lights. Okay,
bro.
I'm sorry, Ace.
Listen, I'm not even gonna speak to the young lady. I gotta speak to this gentleman. I now have a daughter who's 7 years old who I'm already praying for her husband. I would be pissed if she ran into a guy like you who would let a woman sit up here and ask questions about a relationship and you ain't got your ass up and got behind her back. You ain't got behind her and make sure that she okay.
Cause she just a little pop and drop. What don't y'all get? Why would he stand up there and all that? He don't claim her like that. We just kicking it, bro. What don't you get about what she asked? Never mind.
Up and got behind her back. You ain't got behind her and make sure that she okay. You ain't spoke to her. You ain't did nothing. And let me tell you this, I don't diss men because I'm for men. But men make it happen. Boys make excuses. Stop making excuses and take care of this woman if you want her. If you don't, let her go, bro, because this woman is worthy. You are.
See, let me talk about this too. Let me talk about this too. A lot of times these dudes be trying to leave these broads, but they won't let them go. Please come over and just fuck me one more time. She's lucky he came to an event with her. She should consider herself cherished. She should consider herself cherished. Everybody hit the like button. What up? Oh, we got Lauren in the house. Glad to see Lauren in the house. T Orlando, X. So we got our core base here. All right. Well, let's continue.
Making this. I don't diss men because I'm for men. But men make it happen. Boys make excuses. Stop making excuses and take care of this woman if you want her. If you don't, let her go, bro, because this woman is worthy. You are smart, you are intelligent, you are loved, you are cared for, you are honored, you are trusted, you are faithful. Baby, guess what? This what a man do. He encourages you. He speaks.
How come men say they?
How do you know?
But what if, hey, brother, hey, brother, I like your hat. But what if she ain't all that? You don't know this woman. Y'all just blowing smoke up buttholes. You don't know this lady from a can of paint. You intelligent, you worthy. How do you know that, sir? You don't know that. You can't know that. If I had to take a wild guess, I'm gonna say she's probably none of those things, just based on the aesthetic and the tats and the look at the nails, just the everything. This is how you decide to step out at an event 40 plus? This is never mind. You pay for VIP access to throw this fit on? Never mind.
Excuses and take care of this woman if you want her. If you don't, let her go, bro, because this woman is worthy. You are smart, you are intelligent, you are loved, you are cared for, you are honored, you are trusted, you are faithful. Baby, guess what? This what a man do. He encourages you, he speaks to you, he honors you, he pours into you. So if you don't have a man to do that, you ran into a little boy.
Flash the lights one more time.
You know what that look is right there? I don't care what you talking about. I love that little boy D. He might be a little boy, but he sure do fuck like a grown man. That's what she's thinking in this very instant. Like, she don't care about none of that. And did any of this even answer the question? Let's go back to the original question. She ain't come up here to have y'all tell her to stop fucking with him. She came up here to try to figure out how she can get commitment from him. She has no intention on leaving him or stop fucking with him.
How do you know when you've given a man enough time to commit?
Commit to what?
Like not marriage, but like a relationship.
What does that mean?
Let's move on. Do y'all got any tolerance for Anita? Let's just do a couple of minutes of Anita. Just a couple of minutes. I feel like it's been a while. It's funny because I got something to tell y'all. I mean, it's a quick story. It's about AD. I want to break down something AD said. But let me get something to drink first. I'll be right back.
All right, I'm going to jump right in because I don't have a whole lot of time. So I had a chance to watch the Manosphere or Red Pill documentary by the Thoreau guy. y'all, I should be more educated on these people's names. Like I really should. But I'm going to speak very briefly about my thoughts. Like, do I really have any thoughts? Y'all, like, this thing was simply about picking the people. Number one, it was about picking the people in the space that would allow him to talk to them, right? So there's thousands of guys in this space, right? Thousands of guys in the Manosphere, thousands of guys in Red Pill. And he picked the guys that, one, would allow him to, like, talk to them and record whatever it is they said to one another. Like, he picked the people that allowed him in. And he also picked men that are like caricatures. They're not even people. They're like caricatures of the space. It's a persona that these people have. It's like a caricature. It's really weird. So I thought that was interesting. Like, okay, any adult person, any grown, mature person who can critically think kind of knows that these guys are like grifters, right? Their whole agenda is to put this stuff out there and make money off of it. Like, that's their whole agenda. So to take it to mean something, to make it real, or like, oh my gosh, these guys are out here spewing this hate and this misogyny and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, adult people know who these people are. And so his concern was all the young boys and the teenagers and, oh, you're sending them down the wrong path and you're teaching them all the wrong things. Okay, maybe. But if you're a grown adult and you have half a brain cell, like, most of us know that these guys are just caricatures. They're just, yeah, what? Like, so I didn't understand it, because the whole goal was to make the Manosphere and the Red Pill look bad and look awful and, oh, it's so problematic and it's causing all these problems. Like, okay, but to regular, normal people who have half a brain, like, we know that this isn't real. Like, we know that this isn't anything. So I thought I was actually, like, sitting there the whole time completely confused, because the goal was to make these guys look bad. I'm like, okay, we know, like, we know how they are. We know who they really are and how they are. And it's all just an act. Like, we kind of know that. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's me. Maybe y'all don't know that all of this is just an act. It's just a thing that these guys do to make money and to get clicks and likes and views. So, yeah, I was just like, huh? Like, you're kind of telling us something most of us know. Like, we already know that. Again, if you're a critically thinking person, you already know what it is. So I don't know. I didn't know how to feel, because I was just like, okay, yeah. Like, we know. The woman that he calls his wife, his main partner, they have children together. She was pregnant at the time of the filming of the documentary. That, oh, she's somehow a victim. No, they're not. These women are not victims. And Fitz' girlfriend, that, oh, they had been dating for 2 years, and she felt a way, I guess, about being on the documentary because she didn't realize that she had signed something, kind of signing her rights away to be on the documentary. Okay, that's called not reading. Like, just because you didn't read what you signed, just because you didn't read the agreement and you didn't read what you signed, you're not a victim. You're not a victim. None of these women are victims.
Y'all annoyed yet? Oh God, Kendra G is on Cam Newton. Dear Lord. Dear Lord, dear Lord. I'm not trying to get flagged. I don't know. We might. All she gonna do is say the same shit she say on every podcast. We might go over on Rumble and look at it. a little later.
What does being married have to do with hosting a single show?
In a relationship.
Okay, so I've been in relationships. I'm single right now.
Uh-oh. This nigga really about to cook her? Hold on, man. I'm trying to see, did I go over something else and not get flagged? Oh my good. You know what? Fuck it. I don't think I'm gonna get flagged. I mean, we'll see what happens. Let's do it. Fuck it. Is Cam about to cook her? Oh my goodness. All right, let's do it, y'all.
But what does that have to do? What does being married have to do with hosting a single show?
In a relationship.
Okay, so I've been in relationships. I'm single right now.
Yeah.
But what does that have to do with hosting a single show?
It has nothing to do with it.
Then why do we keep bringing up married and?
No.
Okay.
The conversation.
Yes.
Question was asked, why should people listen to you?
Do you know how hard it is? Do you know how hard it was in that moment for Kendra to not snap and do her whole ghetto "I'ma cuss you out" bit that she do on her show sometime? You got the wrong one. It is boiling her blood to not snap off on some ghetto shit on cam. Let's see that one more fucking time. She mad. See, you know what? Let me just let it play for a second. I'm about to break that down real quick.
Yo, what's good? What it was popping? What it is, what it ain't. What it could be, what it should be, what it would be. Cam Newton, the son, Mr. Boogie Doll, here with another episode of Funky Friday. And I promise, I really do promise to give good content for the masses. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, little children, dogs and cats, I just promise to always keep it funky.
All right, let's talk about something real quick. Kendra always talking about how at peace she is with being single, how happy she is with being single. She's not at peace and happy with it. And look, let's be clear. I, I I don't really find any joy in Kendra G being miserable. I don't, genuinely. I mean, I don't think she's a good person, but I still don't find any joy in her being miserable. I just don't like when people just lie and cap all the time. Just be truthful and vulnerable. People who actually like you more, not that that's your goal or anything. But when women are truly at peace with being single and not having a man and all that, they could sit and have an hour discussion about it in a cool, calm, collected way. They ain't gonna seem triggered. They ain't gonna seem like it's combative, contentious. They could just be, oh yeah, no, I'm single. Oh no, we can. You don't got to change subjects at all. We can talk about this all night. I have no problem with it. You can sense it on that they genuinely at peace with it. So let me say this. I don't want to get too personal, but let's get a little personal. My mom's been. I probably shouldn't talk about my mom. This is the internet. I'll keep it. I'll keep it brief on Mom Dukes. T Orlando's in here. Never know what he's gonna say. Okay. Wait, what don't get you no clicks? Oh, anyway. My mom's single, and I believe her when she says I don't even want to deal with the whole dating thing or do she. I do believe that she cool on it at this point. Okay. Um, but is she genuinely happy with it? I would say no. So is that a conflict? The two things, can she be at peace with it, but not be all the way happy with it? I think those two things can be true. Because if I bring up men or relationships, she hurry up want to get off the phone. Like she get triggered. She get triggered. So, but I also like at the same time genuinely believe she don't want to date or go because it's a shit show and it really ain't worth it at her age. But y'all get the point. Kendra's not at peace with not having a man. And here's another thing I want to say before we get back into it. And I'm definitely skipping over her spiel that she gives on every podcast for 3 or 4 years. Like I don't want to hear the same shit. How you started it and all that. How you started the show. Um, Kendra always try to deflect by saying, well, marriage ain't the end all be all. I like how he brought it back to, no, we ain't even talking about marriage. You ain't even got a man. Fuck marriage. You right, fuck it. Let's take marriage off the table. Why can't you even keep a boyfriend? Let's dive in on that, Kendra, because she'll try to deflect with the marriage, speech. Let's just get into it. Let's get the donations up. It's Friday night. Let's stay on 2 hours. Cash App, pinned to the top of the chat. PayPal in the description. Or Super Chat, Super Sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Let's go.
Woo! The question was posed in our prep. She said, do you want to go viral or I want to go viral? I said, shoot, say less. Let's go viral. My next guest is a veteran in the media game, veteran media personality, a black woman in tech, a relationship glue maker, matchmaker, whatever you want to call it, a social media matchmaker. I don't know whether we call it Cupid or Cupidette or something. I present to some and introduce to others, Miss Kendra G.
Thank you. It's Cupid with a K. But now I'm rich because I'm next to you. My credit score just went up. Ooh.
No, it didn't. Your credit score done went down.
You got all that cash and the credit ain't good.
No. I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
What's going on, Big Kim?
I don't know. I don't know where we should start.
Ooh.
In this particular month of March, it is Women's History Month.
It is.
And I just want to let you know, not in the words of Tupac, but in my words, you are appreciated.
Thank you.
But let me ask you this. As I'm so intrigued about this conversation, and I've had my fair share of specialists, doctors, experts.
I don't claim to be any of that.
Yeah, but I think my question is, why should somebody listen to you?
Oh.
Uh-oh. We getting this shit popping early. Damn. First 3 minutes, we getting this shit popping. Marriage fantasy. I don't know. This might be good. We'll see. Truth, value, and accountability. Kevin Samuels, delusion and realistic standards. Okay, you know what? This might be good. All right, X just sent in $10. Everybody shout out X. And let me do this for X. He deserves it. We only need $5 more to stay on 2 hours. Let's do it. Let's do it. Everybody shout out X. Those air quotes, yeah. She about to get triggered. She's already triggered. I could just tell by her body language. But let's get into it, man. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try this one.
That's a hard nigga.
It's the happiest day of my life, is what I'm saying.
Hit it.
You a gangster now. I don't win any motherfucker where I can't lose.
I probably should just record this episode. Let me just hit record. Let me just hit it.
Yeah, but I think my question is, why should somebody listen to you?
Oh, because I have the data to support anything that I say.
Okay.
You know, I know some people just learned of me from my single show that I started 6 years ago. But like I said, I am a 25-year plus television and radio journalist. Before interviewing single people, I used to interview celebrities, you know, for a living. And there's things that I know now that I did not know 6 years ago. I wouldn't even spoke on it. You know, I always knew, kind of like you, kind of like most people,
Right.
we know our reality, right? So I literally have done a case study. I have talked to more than 16,000 single people. I have 4 weddings this year, all because of my platform. One in Paris, one in Antigua, one in the Bahamas, and then there's one local in America. But overall, more than 20 people have gotten married from my platform. I haven't given birth to a baby, but there's children on this planet because of the platform. But I want to reset and give that to God, because I don't want to act like I'm the big person doing it. I really do feel as though God used me as a vessel for this mission. So anything I say, it's supported with data. It's supported with doing research. A lot of times when people read numbers, they read statistics. Well, I'm the one that collected the information so you can have the statistic.
So that's why somebody should listen to you?
Well, how about this? You don't have to listen. So I understand what you're saying. If you don't have to take what I say, because at the end of the day, it's your life, so you can do what you want with it. But if I'm
So we can already tell the energy. It's combative. This shit is it's combative. It is. What do I think? So, oh boy, let's just go. Let's go. You know, hold on. Let me let the dog out. Ah. I mean, Kendra's not gonna get punked out, and I mean, I don't want. Let me choose my words wisely. I mean, talk your shit, Kendra. I'm not mad at you. Talk your shit. See, Cam is trying to push the buttons. I feel like. Let's talk about if RB Sensei had an interview with Kendra G. See, I would want to get vulnerable. Let's pull the walls down and have a real conversation and get somewhere. Not just being combative to go viral, you know? But let's just get back into it.
gonna join the conversation, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
And if you don't have to take what I say, because at the end of the day, it's your life, so you can do what you want with it. But if I'm gonna join the conversation, I know what I'm talking about.
yeah. I think we're in a space and content that everybody has something to say about something.
Okay.
And sometimes that conversation subject is relationships. I think the question or the head scratcher sometimes is, what gives you the right to bring people together? Are you married?
I'm not married.
Have you ever been married?
No, I haven't.
Have you been engaged?
I have been engaged. But before you go any further, what's the name of my show? It's called Kendra G Singles.
Yeah.
It's not called Kendra G Married. It's not called Kendra G Relationship. How I even got birth is because I'm single.
Yeah.
I was in a relationship during COVID. We broke up during COVID. The world is shut down. Because single life outside is popping, right? But single life during COVID, when you break up, you had nothing. I felt like I was Will Smith and I Am Legend. If we go back to that time.
A lot of women did. A lot of women had to sit their ass down and think about how fucked up their life was and how fucked up their romantic life was and how fucked up they were as a romantic partner. So I want to say this. I'm pretty sure Kendra G has said some slick shit about Cam Newton. I'm almost positive that Kendra G has said some slick shit about Cam Newton, about how he created multiple broken homes. He seems like he got a bone to pick. And I really ain't mad at him. I mean, if the bitch been running off at the mouth, let's get to the bottom of some shit. um let's get back into it.
D Nice was connecting us all via Instagram Live
music,
with music. So literally single people tonight, and that one night, the world watching, then they reach out to you. As they reach out to you, you have several. Well, now we have the Kendra G Singles dating app. We grew from Instagram to. You've been very vocal about not wanting to get married, but you're in a relationship, right? There's some people. You've been very vocal about. Life is a journey, right? So
Dating.
Reach out to you. So instead of you just going off of a picture, now you actually go off of a video.
So dating is to stay single or to get
No,
in a
I think dating, I think life is a journey, right? So you're not married. You've been very vocal about not wanting to get married, but you're in a relationship, right? There's some people, there's different dynamics, right? So you can be single, but single is becoming a lifestyle choice for some. We are in a new phase where people are saying, you know what, I'm happy single, and that's what it is. And dating works better for them. So when you date, that's the whole purpose of dating. You find someone that you might match with and you might stay long with, or you grow from and you go. The problem right now is we are not acknowledging how much our world has changed. See, we used to go by these old dating rules where there was a time when women couldn't even get jobs, couldn't get bank accounts. You know, all men could get a woman because it was survival. We didn't have a choice. So it's not like Rufus wasn't down the street with Bernadine. It's just Bernadine didn't have a Facebook page to post the.
Here we go. Here we go. Every man was cheating on his wife, 75 years ago. Every man was beating and cheating and a degenerate gambler and on drugs. Yep. You got to spin that narrative, Kendra. To excuse why you can't make a relationship work with a man to save your fucking life. So now you got to paint every man in the history of mankind as bad. So you can spin it back around and say, see, that's why I'm single. It's a choice. The only reason why anybody ever stayed married because they didn't have a choice financially. Shut the fuck up. That's stupid. I'm not saying finances. I mean, well, look. Let's just man and woman have always got together to get through life. I mean, yeah. So I mean, okay, and there's a lot of reasons people got together and got married and stayed married for the, like I said, the kids, legacy, family, financial security. Yeah, a lot of reasons. I mean, and I don't even think that's wrong per se. You learn how to be selfless in a marriage, take care of somebody else before you take care of yourself. Uh, Godly characteristics, Kendra. You wouldn't know nothing about it. You wouldn't. So just keep in mind, she's painting all men from the past as bad so she can justify why she's failing.
From and you go. The problem right now is we are not acknowledging how much our world has changed. See, we used to go by these old dating rules where there was a time when women couldn't even get jobs, couldn't get bank accounts. You know, all men could get a woman because it was survival. We didn't have a choice. So it's not like Rufus wasn't down the street with Bernadine. It's just Bernadine didn't have a Facebook page to post the dinner that she made for Rufus. So you know your man might have been somewhere, but it wasn't in your face. It was a different time. That time has changed because women now, we're able to have voices, we're able to have jobs, we're able to support ourselves. So dating has changed. Women are doing well in the financial category.
That's not true, Kendra. Women aren't doing well. Women are doing average at best. Like, I would have had to stop her there. Like, Kendra, let me stop you real quick. I just want, because I can't let these narratives keep going. Most women aren't doing particularly well. They're just doing okay at best. Most women make 50,000 or less. So this narrative that, you know, women are doing so great financially on average is just factually incorrect. It just is. That's why these narratives are dangerous. Because you'll have an average woman making 40K talking about, I don't need no man. Yes, you do. Financially, yes, you still do. So Kendra, I can't let you mislead the youth like that, but go ahead and continue. That's what I would have said.
So dating has changed. Women are doing well in the financial category. So when you have all those things in a mix, also with social media, that's really the game changer, because you could be in Atlanta and like your wife could be in Texas. That's literally what happened. From my show, the first year, and literally like the first week, I had a guy that came on. He was living in Charlotte. Again, it's international, worldwide. There was a girl living in Miami that saw him on the show. He came on my show May 2nd. They got married the following year, May 2nd. They now have 2 kids together. And everyone that's met from my show, they would tell you, if it wasn't for this platform, we would have never met, because it launches you out to the world. It's one thing for you to see people in your face, but now you have a show to see people from anywhere around the world.
So what qualifies you, if you're single, you've never been married.
Right.
You've never, you said you was engaged.
Right.
Right. But at the same time, you said, that's why I have a show called Kendra G Singles.
Right.
It's to talk to singles. But I said the ultimate goal for that is, in essence, to matchmake, or to put them on a platform that then will have somebody reach out to them. Which goes back to the overarching thing is, if you're having all this insight, 16,000 singles that you've spoken to.
Yes.
Over a
6 years since COVID. It's 2026.
Over a 6-year span.
Yes.
When I have spoken to experts, doctors, people who are in this field, that's my question. Are we talking about experience that you've actually been through, or is this something that you've observed and said, hey, I talked to this person is married, so I can gain all the information from that married couple, from this divorced couple, from that divorced couple, and this gives me the right to talk about that. I may not have been married, I may not have been divorced, I may not have had a fiance, but I've talked.
Okay, can I jump in? Not to cut you off. What does being married have to do with hosting a single show?
In a relationship.
So I've been in relationships, I'm single right now, but what does that have to do with hosting a single show?
It has nothing to do with it.
Then why do we keep bringing up married and?
No.
Okay.
The conversation.
Yes.
Question was asked, why should people listen to you? Everyone builds a reputation.
She getting pissed. She might walk off. I guess she ain't gonna walk off. I'm surprised she kept her composure for this is a 2-hour fucking. We might have to go over this on multiple days. Jesus Christ. Okay, let me break down that whole question. Does Kendra G doesn't have to be successful in relationships to host a dating show. I'll give her that. That's not a qualification to host a dating show. You have to be successfully married or in a relationship. I'll give her that. But far as her like trying to give game on relationships and men and women, she's not qualified for that. She should just ask her 7 questions and log the fuck off to the next guest. I will say that. She's not in a position to give any game on relationships or marriages or even dating, because she's failed at dating.
You can be the person that shows up or the person that talks big. What kind of reputation do you?
I will say this, you have the free will. You don't have to listen to me, right? I'm not the kind of person that says you have to live by what I say, but I can back up anything I say. So you could not tune into the show and you know what I'm saying? I don't have the, people should listen, they have to listen. What I'm saying is I can give you information that I know is vitable and could change your life if you want to hear it, if you want to receive it.
So when I hear certain people in these type of dynamics, I've talked to Dr. Bryant, I've talked to...
Shout out to Dr. Bryant.
my man from tonight's conversation, I've talked
Shouts
to Ace Metaphor,
Yes.
correct? I've talked to Dimitri Wiley, a guy who's an influencer
I know.
who speaks.
I know all those three people.
Yes, and it's so many different.
I'm so tired of Kendra name drop. I know all them. Oh, Tony Braxton. I know her in real life. She always Janet Jackson. I met her in real life. Beyonce. Oh, I know Beyonce in real life. Kendra, we get it. We get it, hon. You know celebrities in real life.
Different doctors.
Right.
And when I have these conversations, it's almost a head scratcher because what I speak about personally is through my experiences. No, I have not been married. No, I have never been engaged or engaged to a person, but I've dated a lot of women. I'm not proud to say that, but that's just my experiences.
Right.
So giving a viral clip, giving something that you may have heard from me, this is not what I've observed other people to do. This is my life.
Right.
I've been exposed to so many different types and different women that I'm like, okay, I'm beginning to get a different kind of dynamic or understanding that this is what women are expecting from me. Sometimes I'm able to give that, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I can be emotionally available, sometimes I'm in my hustlers phase and I can't. So when I talk about relationships, it's not to say that I'm a guru, I'm just giving you my expertise of what I've been through. So now flipping it back to how we get to this particular part, it's like there's a lot of questions that come from a conversation in this type of magnitude. It's like, well, she talks to singles and it is her show. It has an amazing platform and it is entertaining. Above all, it's entertaining, just to, step into people's lives and worlds and to realize what the expectation is. But at the same time, when you do that, you now become susceptible to questions from people who have experienced certain things, whether married or in a relationship or not, given the fact that you're not married or you're not in a relationship. And
well, I'm not in a relationship right now. I have been in relationships, okay? A couple things. I hear what you're saying. I don't walk away from it. I stand on a married person could not be successful with hosting my show. The show is called Kendra G Singles. It's on brand. And third, of course, I have life experiences that help me. I have a life experience that really helps me understand a man in your position. My show has allowed me to hear other people's point of views. And what I've learned from my show is you can't really, dating advice is not one size fit all. It's different dynamics for different people for 1,000 different reasons. So before my show of talking to 16,000 people, I was like you. I could only speak from my point of view. Now what my show has allowed me to do is talk to people who have a different lifestyle, have different desires, different wants, different circumstances, come from different areas, and it gives me a better assessment.
I think let's speak on what we know to be true. That's what you've heard personally.
But how do you think, okay, let me ask you this. When you read a statistic, how do you think they collect the information?
Yeah, but if I'm only giving you things that I've experienced, if that's what you heard, let me rephrase that and say,
that's what you said.
I can give you my experiences and experiences of others.
And that's the same thing well, then we're doing the same thing.
I mean, yeah, he's losing me. he's losing me. he's not faring well in this. I almost want to skip this segment, but we'll let's see how long it is. Damn. Well, it's almost, what is this? Where we at? 15 minutes. We'll see. Let's keep rolling. We need $5 more to stay on 2 hours for sure. Cash App, PayPal, or you can do Super Chat, Super Sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Cash App is $ MD Cure, Modern Dating Cure, MD Cure. Pinned to the top of the chat and in the description. All right, let's go.
I can give my experience, and I have 16,000 other experiences I can share. Yeah. So who do you think is capable of having this conversation?
If I'm taking relationship advice, I want to Me personally,
Yes.
I prefer it to come from somebody who's been in a relationship or.
I've been in a relationship. I'm not in one right now. So we have to be current in a relationship. I mean,
I would want somebody if I have expectations to be, let's say, married. If somebody had me personally, if somebody hasn't been married, it would be hard for me to receive what they're telling me.
I got you. Let me ask you a question. If I was married and my husband was in jail, but I'm married,
Yeah.
would you value that advice?
You're married, so yes.
Okay, well that's what.
Like, okay, let's talk about it real quick. um. Okay. Would I take? I mean, I guess I talked about this already, but let's touch on it real quick again. I'm going to be more specific. If I was looking to get dating advice, first off, I'm damn sure not going to a woman. Fucking period. What up, Craig? What up, Craig? I'm not really going to a woman for advice for shit. I mean, I'll ask a woman a question just to hear what they think. I do. I am curious sometimes what women think about certain things. As far as me, like, really taking their advice, nah. So first off, I'm going to a man. Second off, I would want to go to a man who's lived under the roof with a woman for at least 10 years. Because he can tell me about different phases. I would want to go to a man with kids. I'll put it like this. I want to go to a married man with kids who've been living with his woman and kids for 10 years. And here's my last criteria. It has to be a guy who got some type of nuts. Like, it has to be a guy. He can't be a pushover guy or like his wife treat him like complete dog shit. I'm not going to advice for a dude like that. When we out at events or whatever, the family reunion or whatever, he seemed like he holding some type of masculine frame. His wife watch how she talked to him, shit like that. That would be who I would go to for dating advice. So I'm gonna say it one more time before we get back into it. I don't have okay. Kendra is qualified to host a dating show. I'll give it to her. She doesn't have to be successful in her romantic life to ask those fucking 7 questions. Flat out. So I'll give her that. Yeah. She's not out of her place to host a dating show and own a dating app. So shout out to her for that. But you know, she is in no fucking position to give anybody advice in this realm. Just ask the 7 questions and cut it.
Me personally.
Yes.
If I have expectations to be, let's say, married. If somebody if somebody hasn't been married, it would be hard for me to receive what they're telling me.
I got you. Let me ask you a question. If I was married and my husband was in jail, but I'm married,
Yeah.
would you value that advice?
You're married, so yes.
Okay, well, that's where we differ. So what I've learned is just because you're married doesn't mean you are capable of giving me advice, because people get married for the wrong reasons every day.
Well, you just gave one example. It's many
No, but
other
I'm giving
examples.
one example because we're talking about the disclaimer of marriage.
Can I ask you this?
Yes, you can.
Do you have plans to be married?
At this stage, marriage now for me is a business, right? Like, I'm 46 years old, very happy to be. I'm not 20. So I'm at a stage where if I were to get married, it's deeper than love. I could be in partnership, committed relationship, in a dynamic without the marriage certificate. It would have to align so much for me to get married now, because I have too much business at stake to think about.
Given what you said,
Yes.
right? Do you have visions to be in a committed relationship?
If it makes sense.
Let me explain this. Let me explain this real quick. Let me explain this. Women have to do this. Kendra doesn't want to be vulnerable. The truth is, she has no fucking she isn't in control if that ever happens or not. Well, let's be okay. Well, there's probably some guy in her inbox who would be in a relationship with her, but it's not going to be any type of guy she would even consider respecting. So here's the reason why she got to beat around the bush. She doesn't want to come across vulnerable, and she knows she has no control over if she ever get into a committed relationship. Because women control sex, they don't control who gets in a committed relationship. They just don't, and she's not gonna say that. But that's why she can't give a straight answer to the question. And here's another reason: when women get kind of, I don't even want to call her washed up. I mean, of course she is, but it isn't about name calling. There is no point in getting in a serious relationship with a woman over, let's just say 40 for this episode. There is no reason to get into a committed serious relationship with a woman over 40 unless it's for financial reasons. Like it's just a dude that's really struggling and he can really use help on the other half of the rent. And she's struggling and she could really use, help with the rent, and they can work with each other to get through this shitty life financially. That's the only reason for a man to get into a serious relationship with a woman over 40. If a man can sustain his life financially, which a lot of men can if we being real. But a lot of men don't, a lot of men just don't give a fuck. We'll just live in our shack and eat our spam and just, until we pass away. With the spam in our hand and the remote in our hand and dick in the other or whatever. But a lot of guys, most guys make 50K. That's not balling. That's not, you know, if you make 50K, you pretty much gonna work till you die. At least that's, hey, y'all could correct me in the comment section. Somebody correct me in the comment section if I'm tripping. Um, oh yeah, I got three hands: remote in one hand, spam in the other hand, and dick in the other hand, or dick in our foot, I guess. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. Anyway, okay, it's Cold Blue still said I'm tripping. He says he make 12K, and I don't. Okay, can you elaborate, Cold Blue Steel, about how you make 12K? I forgot how old you are, Cold Blue Steel, but I'm assuming you're saying you're living fine off 12K a year. I guess it's possible. I don't know. I mean, if you're in good health and your house paid off, car paid off, I mean that still sounds rough. 12. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you could explain it in the comments. Oh, Craig says he'll do something with Kendra and spend her money, but she's not trying to let you do that though. That's the thing. And I could dive in on that. I mean, yeah, Kendra could easily get some dude and just cake him, give him an allowance, and just have him show up to the events and media train him. And yeah, she could have been did that. She don't want to do it, and that's why she's still single. Um, Kendra also realized that she doesn't have anything to really offer a man. She work all the time. She's embarrassing. She knows she don't got nothing to offer a man. She's accepted the fact. I think that she's accepted the fact that um any guy she will want or respect won't want anything to do with her. It's the AD loop. It's the fucking AD loop. Hold on, let me pull up the AD loop. She's realized that. That's why she's about to beat around the bush to that question.
They get stuck in this endless trap of all the men I want don't want me, and or are already married, or the men who want me, I don't want them. So they end up like stuck in the middle.
In reality, the highest position she's gonna get is side hoe.
So I'm gonna say this real quick, and then we're gonna get back into it. The only reason pretty much any woman is single is because she won't get off her high horse and get a guy who's actually trying to get her. Because, I mean, look, people always make this joke. Every fucking, every person who ever been on my 600-pound life, every bitch who been on my 600-pound life had a nigga. Any woman could get a boyfriend and a husband, pretty much. So anytime there's these 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus year old women single, it's because they refuse to quote unquote settle for the guy in their inbox trying to take them serious. That's the only reason. Any woman could get a guy. So when women are single in their 40s, 50s, or 60s, they've made their mind up that no, I'd rather just stay single than get a guy less than whatever idea I have in my head. Point blank, period.
Said,
Yes.
right? Do you have visions to be in a committed relationship?
If it makes sense. Like if I've been in relationships and at times it made sense. It was healthy and then it's not healthy no more. I support this. I would tell a person to be single and in a healthy relationship with yourself. I'm not gonna just be in something to please society's.
Well, why can't you attract a healthy relationship, Kendra? That's what he really need to ask. Why do you think it is that you've never been able to attract a healthy relationship? She probably would have walked off on that question.
Version of what they think.
Which is fair.
I think that that's the issue that's going on. And I support marriage. I literally do. But everybody is not supposed to be married.
We're not talking about everybody, Kim.
Well, I know, but
I'm specifically talking to you.
You're okay, specifically talking to me. I would do marriage if it made sense in all ways.
Okay, so my next follow-up question,
Yes.
which I was trying to ask is, would you continue to do your show, Kendra G Singles, if you were to find the right person?
Of course.
Because now...
Yes, of course, but we are expanding. I have a new host, shout out to Tron Maurice.
Yeah.
I am adding hosts because we're just growing, but I'll always, I'm the face of the brand, so I'm always gonna be affiliated.
So that's what, but the reason why I asked that is your words.
Yes.
You do not think a married person can host the show.
I did say that.
That's why I asked.
Right.
Do you have plans to be married? And if you were to get married, do you still have plans to...
Okay, good question. That's fair. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Bro, you
I'll
over
give
here
that.
got your...
No, I got you. I'm gonna give you that one.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay, shout out to Kendra. She conceded something. Like, here's the thing. I mean, I see through Kendra, but sometimes I see some light in Kendra. Sometimes I see the light in her. She could be chill if she just wasn't, I don't know, man. I mean, she could be a little embarrassing and annoying at times. She's not the worst fucking woman in the world. I mean, she's still kind of pretty shitty as a human, as we've witnessed over the years. But she has what it takes to be chill and likable at moments. But like with most women, that's usually an act.
Okay, he had an alley-oop with that one. He had an alley-oop with that one.
If you just answer the questions and not take offense to it, because I feel like you got your gloves on right now.
Well, I think
I'm just trying to have a high-value conversation.
I don't like the high value. I don't.
Well, we're trying to have a conversation that people can appreciate.
Right.
And it's okay, and I will preface this. It's okay to agree to disagree.
Absolutely. Let me say this, touche. You did your one with that one. When I say that a married person can't host my show, a lot of times married people come in with their version of marriage, right? Something might work for you. I respect it. I love it. Most of my friends are married. I respect it. I love it. But I'm unique in what my mission and my purpose is. We kind of went past it, but I was engaged. Okay. And I went to college, met a wonderful man. We dated, did the thing that they tell women to do. Go to college, get your MRS, met a wonderful guy.
Are you going to talk about the fact that you cheated on him with your ex and got pregnant by your ex in the midst of cheating on your college sweetheart and then deleted the baby? You ain't gonna bring up that part of it, is you? Are you? I mean, because it's pretty pertinent to the conversation. Never mind.
Respect it. I love it. Most of my friends are married. I respect it. I love it. But I'm unique in what my mission and my purpose is. We kind of went past it, but I was engaged.
Okay.
And I went to college, met a wonderful man. We dated, you know, did the thing that they tell women to do. Go to college, get your MRS, you know, met a wonderful guy. We ended up getting engaged years after
What's
college.
MRS?
MRS, your Mrs. MRS.
Oh.
So instead of going to, there's a saying, instead of going to get your doctorate, go to college to find your Mr. So get your MRS.
Just to preface that,
I know you don't know
PhD,
nothing about marriage, child. That part,
MBA,
allergic to that word.
But you go to college to get a PhD?
No, well, no.
So when you said MRS,
no,
it's like...
well, let's talk about it. There's plenty of girls that go to college in order to meet their husband.
Okay.
That's a real thing. They're going to college, they're trying, and most people do kind of get married at time in college.
It happens outside of college too.
It can happen outside of college too, but that is also a goal. So what I was saying is it wasn't necessarily my goal, but that's what happened. I was in a relationship, amazing man, we got engaged. One rule that we made, which I'm so happy we made, is we would never get divorced. And having that rule made me not think about 26-year-old Kendra G. I had to think about 90-year-old Kendra G, because I'm gonna do this and there's no out. And I feel as though if more people...
Women don't give a fuck about contracts and agreements and promises. I hope everybody listening to me, listen to me. I'll honor my end, and I've learned my lesson with this. I will never expect a woman to honor a contract, agreement, or promise. That's an important lesson I want y'all to learn. If there's any young man listening, which it usually isn't, but don't ever expect a woman to uphold a contract, promise, or agreement. Please. You're gonna get your feelings hurt bad. Ain't even no point in making a promise or contract with a woman.
Went into marriage where we're not getting a divorce, they would do what we did. And we took it really serious. And one of the things that we learned was we had love, but we had different life plans. At this time, I'm early in my radio career. I'm making $7 an hour. He's an electrical engineer, career way more promising than mine, right? And what normally happens when a woman gets married, normally you conform to the man. That's usually how it works. The woman pretty much suppresses her dreams and you follow the man. Nothing wrong with that. Like, I support whatever works for a person, but I have a purpose and I couldn't give up my dream, and I decided to pursue the things that I wanted to pursue, and then we did not get married. And along this journey, I've dated men, and you know, I work in the entertainment industry. You know, I'm a radio host around all these successful men, but it didn't always align to marriage. And that's fine, because my journey is my journey. And I think that women, just like guys, have the ability to go off and make something of themselves. Like, I've never heard anybody say, 50 Cent got all that money, but he ain't got no wife. I've never heard a man say that.
Kendra, stop trying to compare yourself to a man. You're not a man. It's always going to be different for men and women. So this whole thing, it ain't fair. Why don't they ask 50 Cent why he ain't married? Look, yeah, you turned into a man in a woman's body. It's fine. I mean, there's plenty of successful women who are married, though. She don't want to talk about that. Because that's going to ruin her whole narrative. Plenty of successful women who are married.
I actually hear men say he better never, why would he get married? He shouldn't even get married. It's almost like men will tell other successful men not to get married. Well, if men don't want to be husbands, how are women going to become wives? Like, two things can't be true. And why are we having this judgment? I feel that. And I understand I'm unique because I host a single show. So I understand it's relative. But I think overall, there's like an attack against single women who may be successful. And the narrative is you have it all but a man. And sometimes we need to say, thank God. Maybe that is why I'm successful, because I don't have something holding me back.
Or maybe Kendra, maybe life is more than just being successful and having money and fame. You ever consider that? Maybe having a husband and having a family is more fulfilling than just being successful and having a lot of money. I'll be honest. I'll take a loving family of 5 and a middle class life than being lonely in a mansion with $10 trillion in the bank. Motherfuckers commit suicide in mansions all the time.
Every man is not a blessing. Some men truly are nightmares.
Sometimes you just gotta laugh it off. Man, listen, I've seen your content.
Yes.
All right, and you bring singles to the table and
Yeah.
ask them relative and important questions,
Right.
So since we're on Funky Friday,
Yes.
I am going to flip the script and
Yes.
ask you the question.
Okay. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay.
Do you want children?
If I align with the right person,
Just say, I see. This pisses me off. People will respect her more if she would just say, at this point, it's probably not going to happen. I wanted kids, but at this point, it's probably not going to happen. So I got to learn to live with it. People will respect. I would respect her more for saying that. Like, oh, she a G about it. She kept it a buck, but she ain't gonna do that. She's still talking about if something aligns, if it makes sense business wise. You're 46 years old with frozen eggs on ice, and you talking about if it makes sense business wise.
So since we're on Funky Friday,
Yes.
I am going to flip the script and
Yes.
ask you the question.
okay. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay.
Do you want children?
If I align with the right person and it makes sense. I'm like most girls, you grow up with Cinderella story, right? And it's like, oh, I'm gonna meet Prince Charming and we're gonna have children. I never wanted to have children during my radio career because the thing with radio, it's very very unpredictable.
So you put talking shit on the radio to celebrities that don't give a fuck about you, then building your own family and having the joy of kids. Yeah, it was probably best that you didn't have kids. Damn, you selfish.
Like most girls, you grow up with Cinderella story, right? And it's like, oh, I'm gonna meet Prince Charming and we're gonna have children. I never wanted to have children during my radio career because the thing with radio, it's very very unpredictable. Like I've got fired, like every 4 years I'm moving to a different city. And I remember I had an amazing job in Philly and then I ended up moving to Atlanta where I actually met you. I hosted your, Lakeview retired night for Cam Newton night.
Westlake.
Yes, Westlake, Westlake. I was working at V103 at the time.
Wow.
But before I ended up getting promoted to the morning show, I was part-time. I had to, even though I was big time in Philly, I had to work my grounds in Atlanta. And I was staying with a friend, and I remember I stayed in this extra bedroom, and I had an air mattress. And I remember laying down, and I was like,
He looking down like, man, I just wanted to know if you wanted kids. This is unbearable. Man. This man said, "Do you want kids or not?" 25 minutes later. Now we talk about an air mattress 20 years ago. Sleeping at a friend's house on an air mattress. How the fuck did we get here? Hey, you want kids? An air mattress in Atlanta. Radio's a real hard career. Like, what the fuck? It's a yes or no question.
if I was a mother, I would be out of this career because I would not be able to make that decision because I would have to make, I feel as though if I bring a child in this world, everything is second. The child's first. I made that decision. And if my dreams, if they can't align still, but I have to feed that human and nothing's gonna trump that. So I didn't wanna set myself up in that dynamic unless it made sense. And I feel as though, to me, a woman having a child is more of a commitment for her than marriage. Because if you're a good mom, you're gonna want your child to be around the father. So you're directly creating a life with a person who may or may not become your husband. So for me personally,
Well, you supposed to marry before you carry, Kendra. What do you mean may or may not be your husband? I don't even know why you would have thrown that out there. Never mind.
I will only have children if it aligns. I'm older, I froze my eggs. I 1000% support all women. I would say it 1,000 times. We're in a different space. Women are working. They're waiting longer to settle down with a particular person. This will give you the opportunity, if you want to become a mom one day, by freezing your eggs. Because it is true. There is a clock, right? And if you don't freeze your eggs, you do gotta, make that decision at a certain period just because of biology.
Most women can't afford to freeze their eggs, Kendra. Your privilege is showing again. Most women can't afford to freeze their eggs. And let's be honest, we're going to give the red pill perspective. By the time a woman got to think about freezing her eggs, she is one fucked up romantic dating option. You understand? I would never advise any man, a homeless man, to get with a bitch and try to start a family with some frozen eggs. You know how fucked up a bitch gotta be to get to the point where she's freezing her eggs? And then, yeah, it also has a low success rate.
Particular person, this will give you the opportunity, if you want to become a mom one day, by freezing your eggs. Because it is true. There is a clock, right? And if you don't freeze your eggs, you do gotta, make that decision at a certain period just because of biology. But freezing your eggs gives you a chance to say, you know what, this wasn't the right choice for me. This isn't the right guy. But if I don't meet the right guy and I never become a mom in that way, I'm cool.
Okay.
I'm cool.
Can he have children?
So here's the deal on that. I don't mind 1, maybe 2. I don't think I could do past 2. But because I'll take that way. If he was a married man, I'm 46 now, right? So if he's married, he came from a woman, they had 3 children, something happened. Like, I'm not gonna be pinholed to that. I can't date a man with 9, Cam. I'm out.
Have you ever been approached by a guy
I've been approached. Let me tell you
that
something.
has 9 kids?
Have you ever been approached by a guy? That's diabolical. And then 20 seconds later, with 9 kids? Have you ever been approached by a guy? That's cold.
I've been approached by a man. I've been approached. Let me tell you
That
something.
has 9 kids?
I've been approached by a man that had 4 kids. I've been approached by a man that had 7 kids. I had approached by a man that had 8 kids. First and last date. I can't do it. And I'm not mad at anybody that can, but that's a lot of energy you have to take in, because here's how I do feel. If I'm taking you, I'm taking all of you. So it's not just about the 9 children, it's about the mothers of the children. Yeah. They might have a cousin, and now, he was over Kendra G house, and it's a lot that comes, because I do feel as though if you sign up with a person, you sign up for that person. Yeah. So what they come with is what you come with.
I do think you're projecting a little bit.
Projected in what way?
It's that the example that you gave was, that ain't my mama.
That the kids say?
Yeah, like, I don't, like, one of them kids ain't gonna like me.
You think that all 9 kids are gonna like your new girlfriend?
Well, as the adult, there's certain things that you instill in your children as respect.
Yeah, but you can't control your children.
Who can't?
The children is a human. They have the right to be themselves. So
Under my house,
Under
you have
your-
to understand.
So you think
as
for them?
Parents, yes, you have to.
You can have so this is what I feel as though is this. You can teach your children respect, but their emotions belong to them.
Yeah. And this is why this is going back to the first question.
Okay.
It's like you're telling me how a children is supposed to be raised, and you don't have children.
But I was raised as a child. What does that mean?
No, I understand that respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I check out.
But real quick, I'm not telling you how to raise children.
Yeah, but we're having a conversation about so your children don't think on their own. I'm telling you, hell no, they don't. Not while they're in my house. Because if it's up to my kids, they're eating Skittles every night. They're eating gummy bears every night. And certain things.
Yeah, she don't know what the fuck she's. I mean, yeah, like, because this is the whole liberal shit. Like, well, if they want to change genders, they got a mind of their own. Those are the emotions of their own. Yeah, see, no, Kendra, just fucking stop. Just fucking stop. Some bitch with eggs on ice talking about how you should raise your kids and don't the kids got emotions and oh gosh.
Is to say, like, no, we're not going to do that. You're going to eat this because it's nurturing to your body. And that's a food example. But you're saying that you want to stay up and play video games all day, but we have to work on your literacy. You may not want to read your book. You may not want to go to tutoring. You may not want to go to school. But hey, yes, I'm thinking for you. I'm telling you that, no, I'm not negotiating with you. You're not staying in this bed, sweetheart. You're not staying in this bed. So I'm thinking for you because I'm 36. You're 6. I'm 36. You're 8. I'm 36. You're 20.
So let me say, I agree with all that. So we were talking about your children's emotion with a new romantic interest. That's what I'm talking about. So you're right, I don't have kids. But when I was a kid, there's a moment my parents were not together. No matter who my dad had, she wasn't my mama. No matter who my mother had, he wasn't my dad. So yes, I have to be respectful, but don't get it twisted. I'm team my parent, no matter who y'all dating. And that could have been, and here's the deal, and maybe that wasn't right, but that's just how I was as a child. So everything you just said was, things you should do as a parent. But we're talking about a different emotion. I'm talking about a child having to resonate, and I'll use me, Kendra G, as a child. I will be respectful, Dad, to anybody you date, but she's not my mother. And I'm always gonna ride and love my mother more. And that's what happens. So I hear what you're saying, but I can't speak from that.
Yeah, but what I would say, off of experience, is that when Jazz came into my life, and I have the ability to, like, my son is here.
Hi, son.
Right, Jaden. And I'm not going to make this awkward, but she never wanted to be his mother. She wanted to be a mother figure in his life as an extra, as a bonus.
No, if his son, I don't know if he's talking about his 20-year-old son, and I don't know how old Jazz is, but the 20-year-old son would fuck Jazz. And let's be real, if shit didn't work out, because these bitches don't, that's another thing AD was talking about that I resonated with. Women don't really have morals and boundaries. They just try to play along with what men say when it benefit them. Women will fuck on the side of the street, though. I mean, just look at the clothes that these women will buy their toddlers. They'll buy their toddlers pants that say juicy on the back of them. Women don't have morals and boundaries. Men employ morals and rules and boundaries that women, abide by because men said so. So I say that to say, the bitch he fucking right now, if it didn't work out with Cam, she'll start fucking on the 22-year-old son to secure the bag. It's not like she's some woman on some type of moral high ground. She's a typical ratchet, I think she's like a comedian or something, typical ratchet chick. She's not no fucking mother figure.
Person, right? But they're never.
They using the same emojis on Instagram. The fuck? They at the same club. She twerking with the 20-year-old bitches that's his peers, and they using the same fucking peach and and what is it? The avocado? What the fuck is it? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Emoji.
Was a time to say, hey, call me mommy or I'm your mom. She had too much respect for Lorena. Jazz has too much respect for Kia and vice versa. So when you're starting to bring in other individuals, it's up to the adults to navigate that situation and work together. And that's where I've learned to say, hey, I'm dating somebody, Kia. I'm dating somebody, Lorena. And I'm thinking about introducing them to the children. So yes, a lot of people may look at me and say like, oh, it's giving too much, it's giving never could, never would. But there are certain principles and bylaws that I do value, and it's respect for other people's emotions. Now, if they give me the green light to say, yes, it's okay. Matter of fact, can I speak to her just so we could get on the same page, because I need to let them know or let her know you're not the kid's mother. Will never be. And when you have those kind of direct conversations, what will come from it is it will take a village, right? And understanding that we may not have worked, but we will always work together.
Right.
And as adults, that's what you learn. So when day one had, hey, I'm Jazz, you can call me Miss Jazz. And those relationships kind of grow and build, and you have respect in the presence and without being in the presence of the other parent. You say, hey, I'm not your mom, but you can use me as a resource, as a mother figure in your life. That may be verbal.
He's going on a tangent. I mean, let me see, what are we? I'm gonna try to get to at least 47. We're gonna go a little longer, but what the fuck? I mean, okay. I think Kendra said, or one of her friends said this on public, and she didn't want it to be put out in the public. But recently, one of her friends said, Kendra, we was having lunch, and you already just told me that you not dating a man that make less than you. Well, I already broke that down. If she was okay with dating a man less than her, she would have already had a man by now. And she would have already been married. She's holding out for a guy rich as her or richer or nothing. That's her mentality. But the problem is, why the fuck would even a 60-year-old man? I seen a 60-year-old man on a dating show, and I'm not just going off a dating show. This is real life. He was a handsome guy. He was tall. He was fly. And he looked like he was in his late 40s, early 50s, but he was 60. This motherfucker got with a 27-year-old, and he's 60. Let's just say because she's an older woman now. Once a woman get over 40, she got to start dating 10 and 15 years up minimum. Let me say that again. When women get over 40, they have to date 10 and 15 years up minimum. So let's just say a fly 60-year-old man who he ain't got no health issues or nothing. He still look 50. Get in a serious relationship with Kendra G for what? It's not the butt. It's not that she's gonna give you so much attention. She's doing Kendra G singles all day and night. And going at galas and shit and interviews and on Cam Newton. What benefit would Kendra be to any man, even a homeless man, other than her money? You don't even get her as a woman. She's gone and working all the time. Let alone the tippy top of men in the country getting with her. But I can't even come up with a reason why a motherfucker working at McDonald's will get with her other than the money. She's gonna be missing in action.
Verbally express all there, or your biological dad. That if I don't do it inside my house, do it, and if I can't do it, and if
This nigga went on a tangent for 20 minutes about this shit. Okay.
Like, this is the crazy thing. I've never in life went out and like search find me. I live and the guys just come. This is like father. And I want to be able to set rules without somebody else's input. And that would be hard to do if I'm not the biological dad. And if I accept your child, I also have to accept this man.
Tell me exactly what you're looking for in a partner.
That's the thing. I'm not looking for a partner. Like, this is the crazy thing. I've never in life went out and like search, find me. I live and the guys just come. You call it cap. I'm a person I've always been a worker. I enjoy working. I enjoy putting an impact on the world. But I have dated a variety of men and I have learned so much. This is a true story. Many years ago, I would say situationship with an athlete. He had four kids. I think he had 4 kids, 3 baby mamas. And, I've always been a monogamous, woman. And I remember
But you cheated on your college sweetheart and got pregnant? Never mind. These hoes just be talking, bro. These hoes just be talking.
into it, and he said to me, I can never be with you because you're selfish and you want me all to yourself. And I was like, what kind of gaslight? Like, in that moment, thinking this is crazy. But as I matured, as feelings definitely are gone, I can sit back and see his point of view. His point of view is, I like you, you rock, but I take care of 3 households. I take care of my mama's household. I got a house that my sisters live in. I can't be dedicated only to you in the manner in which you have, but I like you. So even in this crazy ass busy schedule I have, I would like to spend time with you if you want to spend time with me. What I had to do is say, I respect it. We want different things, and those are the moments where I learned, I think right now, every woman is still living in fantasy land when it comes to marriage. This is why I think I respect marriage. I like marriage. I think there's plenty of married people who I think it's amazing. It's a beautiful thing. Most of the married couples I like, though, I would say respect, they built together. Those are my favorite relationships. They met young and now they've been through the peaks and the valley and they're living great, but she was there when he was building or he was there when she was building.
Let's be real, Kendra. You thought you could do better than your perfect college sweetheart. You felt like you was interviewing celebrities. See, that relationship was doomed from the start. She never respected him from the jump because she cheated on him with her ex. So she never really, that was just a nice guy that was just there to fill some time or something. That relationship was doomed regardless. A woman will never respect you if you take her back after she cheated on you. She will never fucking respect you. Um, it wasn't ever gonna work out because she was interviewing celebrities. If a woman's interviewing celebrities at work all the time, she's not staying with some regular old engineer. Um, yeah.
I think that people get hung up on marriage without thinking about all the things, right? And some people's lifestyles are just not set up to be a husband. Some people's lifestyles may not be set up to be a wife. But if that's what you want, retreat and retract right away. Because this is no offense. When I was dating him, what I had to recognize is the furthest this can go is me becoming baby mama number 4. I can't expect a man who has 3 kids that he did not marry any of them, and now I'm in his face, and I got the magical, like he ain't never seen before, and now he gonna put a ring on it. That's just not being smart. Like, he's telling you who he is at the door. And please don't be offended. Please don't be offended. But I'm not becoming baby mama number 4 for nobody. Not for Michael Jackson if he was alive. Not a soul.
So you're not in a relationship?
In this moment, no.
Are you in a situationship?
No, absolutely not.
Why do you say no?
Because I think situationships are the problem. Because situationships connect you to a person, and I'm a person that I'm like a monogamous person. I'm a monogamous woman.
So you're celibate?
I haven't had sex. You're right. I have not had sex since my last relationship. Exactly.
Do you care to share the time?
Yes, since about almost 2 years. Is it almost 2 years? We broke up. My last relationship ended in 2024.
Yeah, it's 2026. I was thinking, has it been 2 years yet? Damn, Kendra. I guess you're never gonna have sex again. Cause Kendra was bragging on her show over the past 2 years. Oh, I got millionaires courting me. I got dudes who could take. She literally said, it was cringe when she said it too. I think it was when the white boy was on there. She said, I'm sorry, the white man. The white man. I'm not gonna do y'all like you do us. What? She was bragging. I got millionaire. I got top dogs courting me. Well, why? She's made it clear. She said she had a roster at one point. She said she had multiple millionaires courting her. Why everything fell through, Kendra? Why did everything fall through? So I guess you just never having sex again, huh, Kendra? I hope he asks that. I hope he asks that.
That is, you know what's so crazy? I'm more shocked that you're shocked. I'm more shocked that you don't know more women. There's a lot of women that are not just out here having sex.
Okay.
You just don't attract these women.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Let me ask you this, because now I could throw this
Wait,
iPad.
what year? Yeah, 2020.
I could throw this iPad to Mexico. Avocados for Mexico. I'm sorry, I just heard that commercial. Is it because of you or is it because of them?
Going back, no, I'll go back to the guy that I was just telling you with, because that was a situationship. And it taught me all that I needed to know because, he an athlete, he all the things, he a young Cam Newton, he got all the things, he has shape, he got the money, he got the attraction, but this is going nowhere. And I'm always gonna want more than he can give me. What I don't like about situationships.
Yeah, it's a reason why she went back to that situationship from 10, 15 years ago. Because she don't want to talk about the fact that the men she's been entertaining for the past 2 years just cut her off when they realized this ain't worth it. There's a reason why she wanted to go back 15 years and not talk about shit that's been happening in the past 2 years. Because she's been entertaining men the past 2 years.
Is you can get connected to a person that can never give you all that you really want. And it's not their fault because that wasn't the agreement, right? But we're human. And usually the situationship only works for the person who genuinely doesn't want the relationship. But it can also skew women because now you have this man that you can sleep with. And let's say he got money too, fly you to Spain and, for your birthday, like all these wonderful things. But that's it. Like he can't show up for you on your mama's birthday, or it's not gonna grow to that. And now when a guy comes along that.
What do you want it to grow to, Kendra? Because you just said you don't care about marriage. It got to make sense. You ain't tripping like that about marriage. So why should it matter if it grow to something bigger? Yeah.
Could marry you or wants to be there, but maybe you don't got as much money. Maybe he's not as exciting. Your taste bugs, he can't provide your taste bugs because it's like, oh, you want to take.
Kendra, I try not to make fun of your Hampton degree, but taste bugs is diabolical work. I let some other shit you said slide earlier. I ain't trying to make fun of people's intelligence, but taste bugs, there's no excuse for you to say taste bugs, Kendra. I gotta hold some type of standard here.
Me to Applebee's for my birthday, like I'm used to going to Mexico. I'm used to going to Paris. Like, to me, the situationship is dangerous. I think for women who want relationships, it is very fair to say, I only have sex if we're in a relationship. Some people say marriage, and that's one component, but I think it's fairer to say, no, so it's just me and you. Because also what I learned, going back to the guy that taught me this master class, because we weren't in a relationship, I learned something, right? Because, you know, he's not my man, technically.
So you was a side piece.
I wasn't a side piece because there was no main piece. Like, he wasn't.
So he had multiple.
Yes, he was. This is what I learned about being single. He was single. So single to men doesn't mean lonely, doesn't mean that they're not sexually active. It just means that no woman can claim me exclusively. But I'm single, I'm moving around. So he was able to do what he wanted to do. Mara, you don't agree with that? I want to pause before I go to the rest of the sentence. No, go ahead. I want to know what your brain was computing because I saw your eyes go up.
All right.
No, but I want to package this. So.
Dang, I was going to tell you what I was going to say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Typically, if you're not the main thing, then you're the side piece.
So that
I'm speaking from my experiences,
I understand that.
and I'm speaking from the experiences that I've witnessed. So if I ask a question, is like,
Right.
were you the side piece? Hell no, I wasn't the side piece. But nobody was the main piece. But any man always has the one that he invites for Thanksgiving. He has the one that he's going to go with that's preferred on trips. Hey, if we are going to a ball and I have a +1, I'm going to bring somebody. Hey, if it's Valentine's Day, hey, if you weren't that, then it's given. Side.
I could see what you're saying. The reason why I still retract, because, okay, I did spend Valentine's Day. I don't consider myself main piece. I spent time with his mother, still talk to his mother to this day. So I know what you're saying, and I'm not being offended if I...
That's weird too, like when the mother's still like, why are you still talking to... Never mind.
felt that it was that.
Okay.
It was, to me, this is why it was so complicated, to be quite honest. Because there were a lot of things that we would do that will fall into a relationship category, but it's still not a relationship. And to me, it taught me this. If it's important, for me, it taught me that I need to have a clear title so I can check you. Because I can't check you if we don't agree. I can't bring...
Well, why would you see? She's already, even when she's thinking about her future relationship, she picturing it. Even in her relationship fantasy, she checking a man. No, a man with nuts ain't letting you check him. Period. I mean, and a man with character, which you're not attracted to, wouldn't need you to check him about other bitches. Most men don't have other bitches. Most men struggle to get one bitch. But you're a woman, and women only care or see top 10%, only care about and see top 10, top 5, top 1% men.
Bring something to you like, yo, so you was talking to so-and-so, or I heard you was so-and-so. That's why I don't like situationships, because it's literally fair game.
So I got two things off of that.
Yes.
Number one, what's more important, the title or the feeling?
More important is the commitment.
No, that wasn't an option.
The title or the feeling.
Yes.
The title, absolutely.
Okay.
But the title will come with the feeling. Why would I have a title if there's no feeling?
No. See, you're trying to compartmentalize. Try
So you're saying,
like what's more important? It's the title or the feeling. I can give you an example.
Give me an example.
Okay. So there's a lot of people that may have the title of main, as fiance, as married, as girlfriend.
Right.
But then there's somebody else that has a feeling that's like a situationship that's like, yo, like, hey, whatever. Or you can flip it and say, hey, I have a person that I've known for a long time. We don't even know what to call this, but I feel so strong about our connection that I just don't know or am mature enough or able to verbalize my feelings. But at the same time, we don't have no title.
If that works for them, they should rock out. That wouldn't work for me, because you got to remember, I'm talking about experience, right? So there was no title, there were feelings, there was no hiding. You know, I was doing a lot of things, and that's why you get confused.
Really want to see this person? Like, I'm going to make it a way for me to see this person. You see what I'm saying?
The man, and this is the reason why.
And this is off of the 16,000 that you've observed.
Yes, because out of the 16,000, there's a lot of women that call in, right? It's going to be majority women, because women really want you know, the Cinderella story. They want the Prince Charming. They want to be married. They want the fluff, right? So what happens when you get sexually intimate and you don't have the title and there's no clear understanding, the woman's feelings come to a man who she's not in a relationship with. And now she's trying to figure out, and sometimes, believe it or not, and you can tell me this from a man, sometimes after sex, men are not as into it.
There's two things that happen after sex.
Okay.
Either you become more closer or you get more far away.
Okay.
So you go from pointing finger, middle finger, close in some situations, or in other situations you become a pinky and a thumb and you separate.
But is that on both accords? Because at times I've seen it where the man might detach, but the woman now wants it more. So now, and most women don't want to bust it wide open for different men all the time. So she might even work at it harder just because they had sex, right?
I've seen situations where men have got the draws, and it was like, bro, I ain't heard from her since. It's some cold chicks out here. Not cold as in like a bad thing.
And this is why I hate situationships.
But
because
my next question, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but my next question was, let's say you are dating or a man does approach you. Do you feel comfortable with dating him if he makes less money than you?
Yes, I mean, a lot of people are gonna make less money than me, Cam. I'm not broke. Cheers.
She keep throwing this money out there like it makes Kendra G. Nobody cares, Ken. It's cringe. I mean, people with money, people who used to having money, the last thing they talk about is money. You could tell you could tell she's new money. I'll just put it like that. I mean, she's a woman. If they got extra $5 in their pocket, they're gonna fucking let you know about it. It's the ego, the narcissism. Nobody gives a fuck. Like Kendra, she be acting like she got 100 M's. You don't got that much money now, Kendra. Relax. She be acting like she a billionaire. I mean, I'm proud of you, Kendra. You a millionaire. I'm proud of you, but come on now. This bitch acting like she got Michael Jordan money or something. Shit. The older she get and the longer she stays single, the more she gonna be bragging about that money.
Which is commendable.
Right.
Because I think oftentimes when I hear this is not a man versus woman thing, you have to understand what comes with what you're asking.
Oh, no, I know. Let me tell you something. Most men I've ever dated have a lot of money. And it also came with a lot of pain. Like, yeah, there's perks, but I'm not the woman that preaches online, find the man with the bag. I would tell you to figure out how to get the bag for yourself first, because then you can date in a healthy stance. But going back, this is what I was talking about.
Let's be clear. Yeah, get the bag yourself, but then most of these women still want to rely on the man's bag when it's time to get into a committed relationship. That's why that shit don't really matter. Most women, even rich women, aren't trying to go 50-50 with a man. Or invest equal. Okay, babe, I got $2 million on it. You got $2 million on it. They're not trying to do that. That's why women's money is fucking irrelevant in the dating market.
About marriage earlier. I can absolutely be with a man that made less than me. I wouldn't marry a man that made less than me, though, because that's the business component. And I'm not, you need to have what I have in the bank or more for me to marry. But
so you'll have a situationship with the person.
No, we could be, well, aren't you, are you in a situationship?
No, I'm in a relationship.
Exactly. So why is it marriage or situationship? We could be in a committed relationship. We could be like you and Jazz and just not married.
There's a lot of things people don't know, will not even understand, or will ever get the eyesight or the visual to understand about our relationship.
No, I get that. But you're saying right now, I said I wouldn't marry him, but you said situationship.
Yeah.
No, we could be in a relationship.
But I think
we could be in a relationship. Why is that hard?
I think what's hard is you've planked the relationship way before it ever.
Where did I plank it?
You said you could never marry a person. You could be with a person.
Yes.
I mean, like, you could get in a relationship, y'all could have a good time, do a rendezvous, cool, give you a thrill, whatever. But it's going to plank because you know he's not financially able to do the things that you're able to do. So therefore, you're not going to marry him. No, even if he want.
That's not the reason. This is the reason. You know, when men sit in this seat again, in my seat, in a seat of finances. You know, you invested in your own company, you have assets. More men they encourage that man. Don't get married. You got too much to lose. Don't get married. Date, but don't get married, because if she leaves you, she can get half or whatever your assets. So I'm a woman in that seat. And I'm saying simply the same thing. I have no problem dating. Because you asked me about money. So when you talk about money, I have to talk about business,
Yes,
because that's what it is, right? Let me tell you something. Now, shout outs to Mary J. Blige, who is the queen of everything. She done all them songs, all them tours around the world, and Kendu got to get some of her. He ain't sang not one song on a.
I'm pretty sure he was her manager throughout most of her career, though. So I ain't gonna say he didn't do anything. He was around throughout her career and helped her and supported her throughout her career, like hands-on involved in her career. So once again, Kendra, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I'm not an expert on Mary J. Blige, but I know that her husband was involved. He was at the mixing board with Diddy. Because it's a viral clip of them arguing back and forth about. Yeah, come on, like no, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, Kendra. Once again,
boot on stage with Mary J. Blige. As hard as I work, you got me crazy if you think I would marry a man and then he would be up in heaven singing background with Whitney Houston. He would be in Michael Jackson dance.
Once again, more masculine shit, talking about killing the man. First talking about checking the man. Now you talking about sending the man to the pearly gates. Who the fuck want to deal with this?
Classes, he would not be on earth with the money that I created. So I'm not setting myself up in that position, period.
So
what stops you from getting married then?
I'm working on myself.
What part?
Feeling comfortable to be married.
What scares you about marriage?
I've said this time.
I know,
and time
because
again,
but this is why but can I say this? This is why I'm surprised, because I'm thinking you would have got me when I said it.
Yeah, but I still have a show to operate off of.
Oh,
There's
okay.
people that may not have ever heard of Cam Newton on the Kendra G single show.
Oh, go watch all the other interviews, child.
You see what I'm saying? But there may be people.
Think about how rude that is. You're on somebody's podcast and she's saying, don't ask me these questions. Go watch one of the other podcasts. You telling his viewers to go watch another podcast and click off his. This is when women get in their feelings, all rules, regulations, human decency, all that shit go out the window when they get in their feelings. Never forget that. Well, she wants somebody to come on her show and say, oh, don't watch this dating show. They was on another dating show last week. Click off Kendra G dating. So go look at one of the other dating shows they was on. She would have a problem with that.
People that watch Funky Friday that may not know who Kendra G is, respectfully. So that's why I asked the question, so that my audience can now understand how you think and how you compartmentalize certain things. So it's not to say why I don't believe in marriage or why I don't get married. I'm working on myself. I think I've been able to see relationships in a way that I've learned a lot from. Good and bad. I'm the only one in my family that's not married.
Yeah, but you're also very unique from everybody else too.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And there's things that I look at and say, we are operating as a married couple from what I've seen other couples kind of have. And it may be surface level, but it's giving a serious relationship that I really enjoy. And I think she really enjoys. I got to keep the embarrassment to a minimum these days. And therefore, is she worth it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And there's things that I feel that I've never felt.
Look at her face, everybody. Cause Jazz got something Kendra don't got and will probably never have. A man on a public platform saying, hell yeah, she worth it. In front of millions. That was jealousy. That was the jealousy face. She got a top tier man professing his love and saying she worth it.
Things that I look at and say, we are operating as a married couple from what I've seen other couples and say, only one think and how you compartmentalize certain things. So
I gotta get that face. I'm sorry.
be surface level, but it's giving a serious relationship that.
Where the fuck was it at? Hold on.
The interviews, child.
You see what I'm saying? Being able to see relationship.
I gotta get that face.
Be surface level, but it's giving a serious relationship that I really enjoy. And I think she really enjoys. I got to keep the embarrassment to a minimum these days. And therefore, is she worth it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And there's things that I feel.
Look at her face, everybody. Jealousy is not a pretty characteristic. That's a mad face right there. And what did she make that face at? Is she worth it? Hell yeah. Cause Kendra know that she's not worth it to the men she want to be worth it to. But it's okay. I mean, you're supposed to move on and just make something happen, Kendra. Just give up on your dream of getting some high value man. And maybe you can find some happiness with a regular man. I gotta say it again. Look at her face, everybody. Oh my goodness, she is pissed.
Feel that I've never felt, but at the same time, there's other things that I'm still fighting by what I felt before. You see what I'm saying? And it's not the question why you can't or your views on certain things. And I'm here, I created this platform, why we'll say it again. At the minimum, we can agree to disagree. And I know the comments gonna be beating down the door saying, girl, get him, get him.
That's not even my
Or
spirit.
I don't like, they're not gonna agree with you.
Right.
That's what content is. But the whole thing, as you know, as a genius that you are in creating content, you know the spicy stuff is what gets people to come back. It's like, I love the fact that you get to talk to new people, and we keep using this 16,000. I don't know how we got to it, but just tell me, like, what's the best thing about your job?
Ooh, learning the fact that we are all very different.
All right, I'm burnt out. I mean, we might not come back to it, but I'm burnt out from Kendra G. All right, I'm gonna get off here, y'all. Remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. Remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play asshole on the internet. And I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life ever. Make sure you keep your blood sugar and your blood pressure down to keep the Reaper from coming around. Make sure you get your yearly checkup so Satan don't catch up. All be Sensei, out.